What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Jesse Parker.
What's up?
We are at Full Grip Games, and we're going to be playing some Sword and Shield tabletop games for you all today. On my side of the field, I have got the new Morpeko deck. Morpeko has a hit-and-run attack. Electric Wheel allows you to switch with one of your bench Pokemon, and then we play a whole suit of dolls so that we can hopefully deny prizes and eventually take our 6 using Electric Wheel. And what do you got over there, Jesse?
I've got Baby Blacephalon, the greens version of the deck. So the greens version, I really liked it a lot in the last format, in Cosmic Eclipse. So I kind of want to see how it does in this format with the new supporter rule. That's the thing I'm most worried about, but it does gain Lucky Egg. So the card that lets you draw up to 7 after one of your Pokemon gets knocked out. And then you get to draw for turn, so you got like 8 cards in your hand. So I think that might be really good if I'm able to trigger this and get set up early. I think it might do good against all these new VMAX and tag team cards coming out, or the new VMAX cards coming out. Well,
for sure.
As well as the tag team cards that already exist. So
exactly. With Pokemon getting more hit points, it seems very valuable to have a Pokemon in your deck that can hit seemingly unlimited damage output.
Yeah. And then just being able to swing the prize trade with first GX still seems as strong as ever. So really only realistically needing to take 5 prizes seems really strong.
Especially against a deck like Morpeko, which is trying to deny prizes in the first place.
Yes.
So very good stuff. All right, Jesse, and we'll flip and see. You were saying that you think, with the green stacks going second does seem more optimal.
Yeah. I think if I win, I'm probably going to go second. So I'll go heads.
And it is heads.
I'll go second.
Sounds good.
Which sounds really weird to say.
It does. It does. There's decks like that every once in a while. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, and 7. Cool.
All right.
Now the Morpeko deck, like I said, a hit-and-run focused deck. Plays a lot of Jirachis. I do have an Oranguru in here as well. And good luck, Jesse.
You as well.
I have an Oranguru in here as well to be able to throw the, the dolls back into the deck if I need to get more dolls going on.
I see.
So we're just going to start off, I believe, with a Stellar Wish. I think the Viridian 2, I think it's in the deck. Can't really play a supporter. Yep, because that's the way the game works now. So we're going to Viridian away. That's just for a lightning energy. And Stellar Wish, hope to hit a quick ball. I would like to get a turn 1 attachment to a Morpeko, and I'll check the deck real quick just to make sure, that Goon 1.
How many do you play in there?
Goon 1 and Goon 2 are in the deck. I played 3 Morpeko.
Okay.
But I really just want to know.
VMAX in there too?
No VMAX.
No VMAX. Okay.
Yeah. VMAX only does 180 damage.
Yeah.
There's like some additional effect, but it's like if the VMAX did like 2 something, then I would be more inclined.
The only reason that might sound good is like maybe like when your opponent goes down to like 1 or 2 prizes, just being able to sponge with that.
Exactly.
Like the last couple prizes, but yeah. Kind of takes away the strategy of the deck.
For sure, right? I mean, I get it as like a kind of end of the game, strategy, but we'll see. We've got a quick ball, so I'm going to end up using that quick ball, and I feel like getting the turn 1 attachment onto a Morpeko seems really good. So we are going to have to get rid of something, though. I don't really want to get rid of Zapdos, though Zapdos doesn't really do enough to anyone in your deck except for that Victini Prism Star.
Right, even with Electro Power, only doing 110. So.
Right, it's just kind of tough. Though I could get a knockout on this if you don't switch to Victini this turn. I could get like a quick knockout with it. So I'm thinking that I probably can afford to get rid of this Recycle Energy because I'm going to end up having to use my I'm gonna get a Morpeko. I am gonna end up having to use my Professor's Research this next turn, so that's fine. And then if I have to go in early with Zapdos, seems okay. Then maybe I can get a Lightning Energy in the discard pile and just put some pressure on, and then use Tapu Koko Prism Star to charge up energy later on. So we are gonna go turn 1, Recycle Energy onto the Morpeko, and then probably just bench the Zapdos, and I will pass to you.
All right. Okay, so got a pretty ideal hand here. Can't really ask for much better, other than starting a Baby Blacephalon would have been nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the greens.
Sounds good.
We're definitely gonna want to go for an Ultra Space with this deck. Ultra Space is 95% of the time the thing you want to go for first, just so you can start getting out your baby Blowns.
For sure, and the search with greens Blacephalon used to just be much more, I guess, sketchy without the quick ball in the deck as well. But now you have a quick ball too. Yeah. So you even have an out to be able to search out the baby Blacephalon, even if there's a chaotic swell in play. So I think that's another really strong aspect for this deck that it didn't have previously.
So, as for the other card, honestly, I think I'm just going to grab a Lucky Egg. Seems good. I already got the Fiery Flint in hand, otherwise I'd grab that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab an Ultra Space and a Lucky Egg.
Sounds good.
And I don't actually have... Discarding cards with this deck's really hard, so I'm not even going to use the Viridian. I'm just going to play the Ultra Space.
Sure.
Use it to get out my baby Blown. And then I do not believe I'm going to go back in. No. So, shuffle here.
Now, I thought this matchup would be kind of interesting because the Baby Blacephalon deck does play custom catchers, and I think the Morpeko deck is just, it's only as strong as the amount of gusting effects your opponent has. You know, if your opponent has 0 gusting effects, then the deck is extremely strong and probably won't lose.
Right.
But if your opponent has many gusting effects, then the deck is just weak and only does 150 damage every turn, and will eventually just lose the game.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna assume you can't. I'm gonna bank on you can't knock out the Blacephalon, and Victini seems too important to keep. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the switch since I top decked it, and then I'm going to play Lucky Egg down.
Sure.
And I think that's all we're gonna do. So I will sorry, I can Blazer. So let me Blazer. Okay, well.
Not a knockout, yeah. All right.
That's one thing I forgot to do. I usually, with this deck, like counting the fire in my deck just to see what are the odds of hitting the Blazer. But
sure. Now, we do have a Stealthy Hood in the deck just for, you know, Ninetales. It's literally just for Ninetales against the Charizard, which you should theoretically just win the Charizard matchup with one Stealthy Hood and a Morpeko. Assuming that they never able to gust it out. So we're going to go there. And then I think in this matchup, it's probably, I feel like might just be too slow to ever attack with Oranguru since I already have the Zapdos and the Jirachi down. So I think I'm just going to send the Oranguru, in which case I'm feeling like I probably should have gotten rid of the Oranguru instead of the Electro Power. That opening hand, but it's all good. 5, 6, 7. So it's looking like, I will probably not be able to take a knockout on any Pokemon this turn.
That's what I like to hear.
Is fine. I will go in with the Stellar Wish. I'm just thinking I don't have any before.
Any Ultra Beasts in there?
5. No, I do not have any Ultra Beasts in my deck. So that is not an option for me. We do have the Escape Board, so I can swing with Zapdos and kind of force you to knock it out.
Yeah, kind of an awkward thing to knock out 110 HP.
Right.
And then next turn, if I, for some reason, didn't knock it out, you could just, Electro Power and use it for the normal effect.
Right. So I will grab the Escape Board, and I think that seems right. Just because I don't really want to just leave my Jirachi active. I think Zapdos can just kind of get in there, and that'll be okay. So we're going to attach our Lightning to Zapdos, the Escape Board here. And I'm going to put a Doll down. Could retreat into the Doll this turn. I don't really feel like that's worth it either. I want to save those for like later in the game when I'm using Reset Stamp and things like that. How many cards are in your hand?
I have 4.
4. Cool. So we're going to send the Zapdos this turn and Thunderous Assault for 80.
Alright. I will draw. Not really the card I wanted to top deck, but I'll go ahead and Ultra Space. Get another Blacephalon, so feeling pretty good. Kind of got through the first hurdle of the deck, which is not getting knocked out in turn 2.
Right.
So feeling pretty good about this setup. I am going to go back in. This is the most annoying thing about the greens deck. Is just nothing feels good to discard in this deck. So,
right, and there's lots of Fiery Flints.
Yeah. I'm going to have to Fiery Flint, discard a Welder, and a Pokegear.
Sure.
Pokegear feels fine to discard. Honestly, Pokegear and Acrobike are like the 2 best things to discard.
Right.
Because they're not like guaranteed to find you anything good.
Exactly. They're just search cards, and if you already have what you need in your hand, then it's usually okay to be able to get rid of one. Thank you so much, Drag for Life, for that sub as well. Appreciate you.
All right.
So I'm assuming you have the welder in your hand then.
I do, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and welder 2 here.
Sure.
All right. And then, So the Pokédoll, can you discard? Can you retreat that out of the active?
I can put it to the bottom of my deck.
Put it at the bottom of your active
deck.
Okay. I really would have liked, honestly. I think I'm just gonna bench the Daddy Balloon. No, that'd be a bad idea. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use. I would have liked to attach for turn, but I don't have enough energies to do it, so I'm just gonna have to Fireball Circus for
Sure. Sounds good.
And then I will take a prize. I think I'm just gonna take something that isn't the Lucky Egg.
Sure. All right. Promote Jirachi and draw for turn. All right, we've got another doll. I've got a Lightning Energy. We can go on to my Morpeko. How many cards are in your hand?
I have 4 in my hand.
4, so that's fine. We'll keep you there. And I think that, yes, I do kind of just have to knock out that active, unfortunately. Yeah. So let's just use Professor's Research again. Draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I need to find a quick ball if I would like to attack this turn in order to get my... That, or I guess a Thunder Mountain would do it. Yes. So either of those off of the Stellar Wish here will get it for me. So we're going to go Stellar Wish. And we do have a quick ball. And I'm going to quick ball and discard probably this other escape board is fine. I've got like Volkners and stuff in my hand.
Man, it's so much easier to get Coco Prism now. That's crazy.
At this point, oh my gosh, so much easier, yes.
You're not having to do like weird Pokecom shenanigans.
I know. At this point, yeah, we have to go get the Tapu Koko Prism Star, and it's probably just going to be Doll Town for a little bit. I haven't given up a doll yet. I do actually have one of the rods in this deck, so I didn't realize I had an opportunity to be able to put the Oranguru back in to the deck, and the Zapdos actually if I want them. So that's cool, and feels like it is doll time. So we're gonna go Tapu Koko Prism Star, Dance of the Ancients, and throw some energy onto these fellas. And then this is my least favorite part of the deck here. I guess I might as well put another doll down.
Having to discard an energy.
Yes, having to.
Well, at least you got the recycle though.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Retreat, and then we're gonna bump the recycle back to our hand.
Okay, so my Lucky Egg triggers. So I will draw before I promote, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So draw 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and then I promote, and then I draw for turn.
Yes.
All right. So let me take a look at this hand here.
So that egg, very frustrating for me.
Yeah, actually, I almost forgot about the egg. I was like, wow, that's so good. Like, because my hand was not looking good for next turn.
Right. The egg is insane.
Draw.
For sure. And I didn't really have a way around it. Right. I think that, I do think that Fion is going to be a very popular card in this next format. And I think the Fion is a card that this Morpeko deck could definitely use as well. Because Fion can not only allow you to push around things like the Lillie's Pokédolls, it can also allow you to push around a Lucky Egg.
Right, right.
Which can be very good.
Oh yeah, that does seem really good actually when you say it like that.
Yeah.
I think I am gonna go back in here. I just want to check and see. Yeah. I'm gonna thin the deck a little bit. Get some more fires in the discard.
Sure.
Fiery Flint. Yeah, 2 fire. That's fine.
Yo, Pedro in the chat. Thanks so much, Pedro, for the sub. Hype so for the new format.
Oh yeah, it would have been really nice to have like at least a greens in this hand,
right.
Off the Lucky Egg, but I did not find that. So probably just gonna be manually attaching here.
I did see some more Pico lists were really leaning heavy on the Marnie engine. Just trying to use Marnie every turn to like limit your opponent's gust options. I think for me, I felt like Reset Stamp was a little bit stronger, and just every turn. So you don't have it.
I do not have anything.
You're just gonna pass. Okay.
Oh, I attached to Victini.
Okay. All right. So I'll draw. All right. So we live another turn. So let's see what we can come up with. I really do like this function of the deck, so I can just put the doll under the deck and promote the Jirachi here, and now I get to Stellar Wish,
that is
which
really
I think
nice.
is like really good.
That's really cool.
So I'm gonna see. I did top deck a quick ball. I'm not necessarily sure that there's anything in the deck that I want to quick ball for. So we're just going to start off with the Stellar Wish.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and 5. That's Stadium Nav, but I don't have my Stadium that I need in the deck. I was really hoping to hit a custom catcher there, but it's fine. I don't necessarily want to unlock like your B string turn. I mean, that's just going to make you being able to KO my guy very easy.
Right.
So how many cards are in your hand right now?
I have 8 cards.
8 cards. So I'm kind of hip to what you got going on there. So I'm going to take an Electro Power out of... no, I'm going to take the Polka Doll out.
Well, that's cool. I forgot. It kind of was weird to think you can Stellar Wish for Wish for a Pokemon like that. That's kind of cool.
It is cool for sure. And I think that I'm going back into the deck here, and I'm going to Volkner and grab a Reset Stamp and a Lightning Energy, and we're just going to start kind of leaning on some Reset Stamps here.
Okay.
I think hopefully getting me a little bit out of this next B-string turn here that I'm giving you. So I'm going to Reset Stamp you. Okay. Because assuming you just like stacked your hand for sure with like some good stuff.
I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting another Reset Stamp because I saw you discard one earlier and I figured the deck only played one. So
nah, there are quite a few in here actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep. And then I'm thinking that this turn could be a decent turn to Morpeko into a Jirachi and like just give you another prize and save my dolls for later. So I'm considering that. So I think I am going to quick ball and get myself another Jirachi. And we're not going to try and deny prizes this turn. I think I'm going to just potentially give you one with the intention of maybe trying to stamp you to lower later in the game. So we'll see how that works out. I go here because I only have 4 dolls, so I do have to be like kind of conserve them. And then we're going to retreat and use Morpeko's attack to give you another Jirachi here.
All right.
And the recycle comes back to my hand. Take prize.
So I think I have to promote Victini here. Draw. Okay, good. So I'm pretty confident I can find a supporter here with this Pokegear.
Sure.
Go in Ultra Space. Thankfully, I didn't prize any of the Blounds, so that helps. I think. Let me see if I'm going to go back in here. Actually, I have two pretty good discard targets here. I'm going to. Let's see here. So, I believe if I counted right, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 160. So I just need one more.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to flint away a stamp and a quick ball.
Sure.
I love that you can use the old quick balls, by the way.
For sure. Really cool. Now, I just wish that Pokemon would errata some of our other old cards.
I know. Right? I was very surprised to see that. Like, the text is not the same at all. It's, like, really strange for them to do something like that.
For sure. I would love to see them, errata the Rainbow Energy from Team Rocket. Some other old favorites that I have.
I think I'm going to Pokegear.
Now, I got a question in the chat. Why would I promote Jirachi here? It's because I want to, I suspect that Jesse can take the knockout this turn, but, like, I want to try and conserve my dolls for the end of the game when I'm reset stamping Jesse to a low card hand. Right. You know what I mean?
I'm going to grab a B-string and a custom catcher.
Sure.
And then I'm going to play the B-string.
Yep. Ooh, I feel like it's going down.
Oh yeah, I got the
knockout on a Morpeko.
I got the sauce here. Yeah.
The filthy
and I need
sauce.
one more energy in my discard, which I will use the Heat Factory to accomplish.
It's gonna be a yikes for me, Doug.
Yeah. And the reason I didn't want to use Heat Factory first was because I did not want to draw into more fire, because I had pretty much just enough energies to Beast Ring them out of my deck. So if I drew them, that's one less energy I could have accelerated. It's one thing you got to be careful of this deck. You want to leave a couple energies in the deck to Beast Ring. So sure. I will go ahead and bump my old Ultra Space.
Sure.
Use Heat Factory.
Yep.
Okay. And then I will attach for turn. And then I will custom catcher the Morpeko.
Here he comes.
And then I will go ahead and Infinity for, I believe, 180.
Now this is where the Morpeko deck really starts to kind of struggle, is because, you know, now I'm behind an energy attachment. Since I had to...
Right, you have to keep attaching the recycle energy.
Exactly.
That's true.
So, like, since you were able to gust, I'm in a really tough spot now.
Yep, 180 damage.
Okay. 180 Infinity.
And so I will take 2 prizes. I think I will grab the Lucky Egg and then whatever this is.
Okay. So we're really hoping that this this turn here really buffs out. I'm going to draw.
The only thing that would have made my turn better is like if I would have got down a Lucky Egg.
Right.
I probably should have grabbed that Lucky Egg off my first prize just to be safe, but...
Now, okay, I am going to use the rod. I get to put in. I'm not going to use the rod yet. Okay, we're going to Stellar Wish first. Let's be good, Andrew. All right.
Yeah.
Stellar Wish.
Higher chance of drawing one of those items.
For sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that I am going to need Reset Stamp this turn, so we are for sure using that. And I do kind of have a potential out this turn. It's kind of an interesting out that I have. Okay, so I'm going to Stellar Wish there. I'm going to switch into this Jirachi with the escape board, and we're going to Stellar Wish again. Top 5, 4, and 5. That did not net us everything that we need, unfortunately, because I'm only doing 80 damage. Yeah, we need an Electro Power bad this turn. So let's grab the Stadium Nav. That's fine. Now, what I wanted to do was find either an Electro Power or a Quick Ball, because I have the rod in my hand. I could throw the Zapdos back into the deck, and then Quick Ball for it, and use Electro Power, and actually use Thunder Mountain to attack for free with it to knock out the Victini.
Does that play 4 Electro Power?
I have 3 in here.
Okay.
So a little bit low on the Electro Powers, and I've already used 1.
I could see using 3, though. I mean, you're mostly relying on the 2-shot anyways.
For sure. So it doesn't really matter, right? Now, alternatively, I just go for it with the Professor's Research. That feels also wrong. So, well, where did my Professor... I had a Professor's Research in this hand. I don't really know where it went. I don't know. It's all good. Apparently, I do not have a Professor's Research in this hand. Maybe I just was imagining it. So, this is fine then. I do still have the knockout on the Victini, just not the way that I want. We can Volkner for... Wow, yeah, there's Electro Power, 2 Electro Powers, and a Quick Ball in the deck. I'm thinking that I just have to Reset Stamp you.
I just kind of hope you get another turn.
Do I not have a Reset Stamp? No, I do. It's in my hand. Okay. So, Reset Stamp's in my hand.
The deck definitely seems like a little difficult to play. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of moving parts, even more so than like a peak round deck.
For sure. Yes, this deck, it's... I think what you're saying is it's hard to win with.
Yeah,
that's just hard to win with. That's true.
I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts, and like with Peak ROM, it's just like getting to that full blitz. Whereas this, like, you gotta like keep doing stuff after you, get an attack off. You gotta keep finding energies and.
Right. So we've got the Reset Stamp already. I've got the Thunder Mountain, so I'm just gonna stamp you. And then use the Morpeko and just hope that my Thunder Mountain just sticks. Yeah, is really all that we can
What's
really
Morpeko's
do.
First attack do?
It's Overrun. It's like 20/20.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. I think I am gonna grab a switch, so that way I can Stellar Wish twice again. That's just gonna give me more outs to my deck and a Lightning Energy, more outs to my deck on the following turn. So I do like that.
Yeah, Waking Jirachi every turn. Most of the times it doesn't matter, but those times it does matter.
All right, so I do have the Recycle Energy, I've got the Thunder Mountain, and I am going to reset stamp you to 3. I definitely would have preferred to attack with Zapdos this turn to just take that knockout. And then maybe use a reset stamp to bring you to 2 later, but 3 is still not bad. And then the Stadium Nav in my deck is now worthless, so I will play it. We've got a heads, there are no more Stadiums in my deck. So we're just going to thin that out just in case. And with Thunder Mountain, I can use Morpeko's attack. So we are going to be using Electric Wheel. And bringing the Recycle Energy back to my hand and going into a Pokédoll. So we will retreat and wheel. Yeah.
Right.
Get to the and take a prize. Yep.
So I really want to use this custom catcher in my hand to draw cards. Most of the times that's what you do with this deck is you generally do. Yeah, right. But I feel like it'd be really bad to use my other option to Gust. So it's a really hard choice. Yeah, I'm just gonna promote this guy.
Sure.
Can't really afford to just sack a Blown. Let's go ahead and Fiery Flint. 2 fire.
Sure.
And I know there's plenty of fire left in this deck. That is the great thing about the Victini in this deck. Really is like an amazing thing to pivot to. Refill, sure. It makes the... Like, I still have the fire crystals to get them out of my discard, but it makes the rest of my fiery flints not, like, dead cards, which they would be otherwise.
It's really unfortunate, because, like, hitting into the dolls just feels so bad.
Yeah, definitely.
It really does, right?
Yeah, it does not feel good at all. But I think I am just going to go... Man, a part of me just does not even want to hit into this doll. I don't know if
but
I
then
want
the more
to.
time you don't hit into the dolls, then you keep them in my deck. Right.
I don't think I'm gonna hit into it. I think I'm probably just gonna use Blazer. But okay. I'm gonna actually attach for turn here.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use Blazer.
Okay. So 10 damage to the doll. And we'll draw. Okay.
I kind of just gotta hope I draw like a greens or something.
Doll going back onto under the deck. We've got the Jirachi, and we're gonna Stellar Wish, and we're seeing now. This is exactly why I really value having. We're gonna get the Electro Power. Really value having. 4 reset stamp. I actually played 4 reset stamp in this set. 4.
Holy
because
cow.
This is the whole strategy of the deck.
Yeah.
Is like get to the end state and then try to stamp you out of your catchers. Because you have to like play the game assuming that your opponent has catchers available to them.
Right.
So I can't quite take.
I think the Blazer was correct because you're still having to kind of like get rid of a doll to retreat. So I think that was fine.
Right. So I did Stellar Wish already. I actually do have another doll in my hand, so we're gonna do that. Recycle Energy, and we're kind of just in rinse, wash, repeat mode here.
Yeah.
So
we're getting a Stadium would have been good there. I would have probably set you back.
And bop that. Yes, you would have. Yeah. Because then I have to take the knockout with Zapdos.
Here's the Stadium.
Okay.
So I have Ultra Space. Use it.
Sure.
So I don't lose the game. That was my last Baby Blown, so it would have been really nice to take a knockout with it and then use this to finish the game.
Right.
So pretty close, but let's see if I can buff this out here. Actually, let me count the amount of fire in my deck real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And yes, we're both in this state where we're kind of like trying to count our resources. Do I have enough sauce left in the deck to finish this game off? There's a GX in play now. If I could, if the Stadium had stuck one more turn, I could take a knockout on the GX with a 2 energy attack. But since Morpeko has to keep returning the energy back to my hand, it's a little bit more frustrating.
So I think I am gonna live this next turn. So I'm going to, I'm gonna attach to Baby Blown here.
Sure.
And there's no chance of me drawing a fire because there's none prized, but I'm gonna use Blazer to see what other prize I have. Oh,
an Ultra Space. Very good. Draw for turn. Now, I actually think, let's see. Okay, we can't do that. Tough spot for me here. So I get to put the doll under the deck again.
Yes.
I'm going to go in with this Jirachi. Stellar Wish. I guess I'm thinking like I could theoretically take the knockout on this Blacephalon with Zapdos, but then like I am behind a turn. But like you probably aren't going to knock out my Zapdos with that Blacephalon.
Yeah, unless I like
GX.
top deck a Welder.
Right.
Or like a Pokegear.
Right. So that's probably not happening. So
there's still a decent chance I can, but
a Stellar Wish. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got Switch, a Quick Ball. The Quick Ball is a piece that I need to take this knockout. Just trying to figure out what the best route is to end this game, and knocking out the Blacephalon-GX does feel correct. So I think I'm probably just going to... How many cards are in your hand?
I have 3.
3. Okay, and I know those 3 aren't very good, so I think I'm just going to grab the other Custom Catcher.
Okay. And
we are going to very much hope that you don't get the crazy sauce this next turn. And then, you know, it's not correct to stamp you again.
Greens next turn, I'll be off the races. Just give me a greens.
Okay, I'm going to switch into him and then Stellar Wish again. Yeah. And I've got pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can take the switch, I believe, is good. Yeah, that's cool. And then that just gives me more access to Stellar Wish. The switches are so live. When you have 2 Jirachis in play, it's just like, it's almost just like getting a supporter. Like double Stellar Wish is just so much stronger than 1. So I have the reset stamp. I don't want to stamp you. I just want to put this energy here. And we are just going to retreat into Doll and just pass with game in hand for next turn.
Draw. All right, here we go. Pokegear.
No!
We're going to do it this way because it's more suspenseful. All right, we got a greens, ladies and gentlemen.
Does that mean the Morpeko's going now?
Morpeko's going bye-bye.
No, right. That is so bad
greens,
for me.
Play the greens.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I have pretty much all my fire. Yeah, I have 4 fire crystals left in this deck. So this is exactly where the deck wants to be, having all the fire crystals left. And I'm pretty, yep, okay, good. I will take these 2.
Sure. Yeah, and if you got knockout on the Morpeko, you could just show me. Yeah, we'll go to game 2. Yeah.
Custom Catcher.
Yeah.
Fire Crystal for 3 fire.
Yeah.
And then attach, and then 200.
Yep. Tough, man. Even though you do have 1 more prize left, I know you could just take that with the Blacephalon.
Almost stuck me there. I was close.
It did.
Very close.
I had the reset stamp in that hand. I just didn't know if that was...
No, I mean, honestly, it probably would have helped me more because, like, I mean, I had the Custom Catcher was great, but it was just 2 fire. But
right. I felt like you still need a lot. You only had a 3-card hand.
Yeah, there was I had a lot of ways to get to the green, so definitely not stamping was correct.
Right. So I think maybe it was correct to no, my Great Catcher was prized, so I couldn't like preemptively gust up the Blacephalon-GX to try and like, you know, clunk you up a little bit.
Yeah, right.
That was kind of like another out that I had.
I think you definitely had a good chance. Like that was definitely.
It felt like a close
stamp.
match.
It was a good stamp because like I think you just said this. I just chalked my deck full of fires. So and not getting the lucky egg down was not very good. I guess I had 2 of my prizes, so
for sure.
But that one that triggered was great. I mean that was really great. So
for sure, it gave you a knockout on my Morpeko that turn.
Right.
So that was really tough. I think this deck performed pretty well. I mean, it did everything that I wanted it to do. I don't think that there's too much more I could ask of it. You know, it's got, you know, you got Custom Catchers in your deck, and there's like really no good way for me to play around that other than to just reset stamp, you know, my heart out and hope that it, you know, it really, really sticks. So
I wonder if Pokemon Catcher is going to see any play. I mean, that is getting reprinted.
Yeah.
So that's like another way you could, you know, gust up a V Pokemon. You know, you have to flip a coin, but.
I actually do have Pokemon Catcher in quite a few of my lists.
Oh, really?
I think it's a very good card.
Yeah.
I'm playing it in my Frostmoth deck right now because it's a deck that just I I really find myself burning through the deck very quickly, and Custom Catcher doesn't really work so well when you're just discarding your hand every single turn.
Right.
Especially without Volkner. Custom Catcher lends itself very well to decks that play greens or Volkner, because you could just go grab the pieces. In other decks that are just kind of like burn and draw, I think Pokemon Catcher might just be better, because you could just play the one as you see it, and then, you know, have that chance at a gust effect. So.
Yep, dig out the Pokemon Catchers from the vault, guys.
For sure. I do think the Pokemon Catcher is going to be super relevant again and seen in quite a few decks.
Will and Catcher, true.
All right.
Could play that.
Here we go, game 2. Don't forget these guys.
Oh, yeah, it might be good.
Yeah. Oh. And I still think it's correct for me to choose to go first.
Yeah.
So
that's another interesting thing is like against like a deck like that, like, or a deck that wants to go first, being a deck that wants to go second, like you might get to go second, like every game, like, because if you're playing against a bunch of decks that want to go first. So
I guess I could theoretically bench your Blacephalon. So maybe I'll choose to go second.
Maybe if you choose to go second, that might be better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think because I think I might be able to just bench you.
It just depends. Like if I get a way to search out another Pokemon, then I'm in the clear, which is why I kind of wanted to play more quick balls in here.
Right.
But hopefully I'll just get that Ultra Space in my hand.
Right. Because, I mean, I do have access to quick balls and Thunder Mountain. There is no energy switch in the deck, though, so I think I'll still choose to go first. There's no energy switch. So the odds of me getting a turn 1 attack with Morpeko are very small. 4,
Pikachu might be a little different.
5, 6, and 7. I agree. So start the Jirachi.
Victini just came to play today.
Wants to be seen. All right, game 2. Good luck, Jesse.
All right, you as well.
Draw. And I got a very similar starting hand to the last game, actually. So I think that here it is going to be correct for us to just quick ball first. Yep, get rid of the switch. And we're going to go get Morpeko. Also just going to see if how many of my fellows didn't show up to work today. Looks like they're all here. That's great. So, whenever you're playing the Tapu Koko Prism Star deck.
Oh, man, that's like the worst thing. I played Pikachu we both played Pikachu for a long time. And you know that feeling you get in your stomach when you don't have the Tapu Koko in your deck.
It is horrible. So we'll go there. And then I do have a Stellar Wish, so we're going to use that. And I'll grab the Viridian. And I think I don't want to give it to you. So
what the heck?
Yeah, I know. So we're just going to go here. And then I think I will bench the Zapdos as well. And I'm going to just retreat into Zapdos turn 1 and pass. Just the way that my hand looks. I know knocking out the Jirachi is just like way easier than knocking out the Zapdos. So we're just going to send Zapdos up.
I think I just have to Pokegear here.
Sure.
And pray. I actually don't even want a welder. I need a greens here because I don't have any fire in my hand.
Sure.
Alright, we got it. We're good. That was a little scary because you usually want to, if you have like one of your 4 fiery flints, you want to thin the deck of fire before you do something like that, but thankfully it worked out. So we're going to go ahead and grab... Yeah, there's no reason not to just go grab Flint and Welder here. Having 4 reset stamp in your deck, I don't really like that.
I love it.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I started with 2, and I realized like 2 wasn't nearly enough, and then I wanted to actually reset stamp every single turn of the game, and it's the only way this deck would ever win, is if you let your opponent take some prize. So you like feed them Jirachis and stuff, and make them feel good about their like outs to win, and then
right.
And then you just go like stamp doll, stamp doll, stamp doll at the end of the game.
I'm gonna quick ball, discard. Honestly, think I have to discard a Fire Crystal.
Sure.
Don't really like doing that. I can afford to discard 1 Fire Crystal though. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Let me just count my custom catchers. Very important. I at least want to count the important cards. 1. So I have 1 baby bound prize. Alright, that's fine. So I will grab a baby Blacephalon. And then One thing that I see a lot of players do, you definitely don't want a Fiery Flint like if you're not going to use the energies, because then if you do get stamped, you basically just wasted your Fiery Flint. So
right.
Definitely don't want to do that. And I'm wondering if I should attach and retreat this Victini, or if I should just attach to my Blacephalon. I am definitely going to slap both of these eggs down. And then honestly, that's hard. I might just sack the Victini here.
Lots of eggs.
Yeah, the eggs are out here. Let's see. There's a pretty good chance. I think I might just sack the Victini here. Honestly, doesn't feel good, but I think that's the correct play. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach to Blacephalon and then pass.
Sure. All right, draw.
That might come back to bite me later, but I feel like it's more important to not give up a baby blind, especially since I prized one.
All right, we're gonna switch into Jirachi, and I'm going to, I think, Stellar Wish first. Let's see. Well, I guess I can Volkner for a Lightning and Electro Power. That guarantees myself the knockout with Zapdos. So that's kind of like what I'm feeling this turn. That seems correct. And I'll just Stellar Wish first, because if I get the Electro Power, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, if I had 5 on the Electro Power, then I would have been able to
take the knockout.
Yeah, do something different. So we're gonna take. I think the Stadium Nav feels good, because that can allow me to potentially go get myself, Thunder Mountain if I need it. We're gonna go Volkner and get Lightning and Electro Power. And then just go in with Zapdos this turn. I do fill your hand, but...
Yeah, I was thinking like even Stamp might not... Stamp actually still doesn't seem very good. You're just putting my hand up to 6, so either way. So that's a really great thing, man. If you don't have a way to Roomless Lucky Egg, my hand's going up either way.
For sure. I am happy to see your... your lucky eggs. You got 2 of them on the board right now.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'd rather see them now than have to deal with them later in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So a little Electro Power, and we just have the knockout with Thunder Salt.
And I will draw 4.
Yep.
Promote and draw again. All right.
So I'm just hoping here that my Morpeko does not get bodied. That is like the main priority.
There is a good chance he does. If I can get another custom cut. No, it's not a very good chance. We'll see here. Let's see. If I do that, that's 4. I think I'm going to discard one of my B strings. Yeah, I'm going to Fiery Flint, discard a fire and a B string. Generally, I think I'm only using 1 B string a game anyways.
For sure.
So... And I'm not really keen on just pitching all the fire in my discard as quickly as possible, since I lost the Victini, so I have to be a little more careful with my energy.
For sure. Right. You do have a ton of fire crystals in the deck.
Right.
But yeah, now that Victini's gone, you do have to be very, focused and with your energy, and letting 3 go on Zapdos doesn't feel great.
Right. Now comes the scariest part of the deck, is finding another basic Pokemon. All right, let's see here. Welder. 2 fire. Okay. Let's see. That is not very good.
So what you got going on?
Oh boy. It's not good, I'll tell you that. I think it might be just as simple as a knockout on a Zapdos.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's the Ultra Space.
Draw for turn. All right, we're going Stadium Nav, and see if we can just end this right here. Oh,
yes.
Gosh.
Let's go.
All right. Things intensify. Let's see. All right, so now I need to find Tapu Koko Prism Star. That's fine. I'm going to not put the Stadium down because I could draw into it. We're going to attach here and just use Professor's Research to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have it. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can quick ball.
Yeah, seems right.
And go get the Tapu Koko Prism Star, Dance of the Ancients, and then 150 for game.
Yes, seems
good.
All
right, it's game 3. Now that is one of the sketchy things about the Blacephalon deck, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It seems like most of the games you lose with this deck are like I find myself losing because of that reason with this deck more than losing to a stamp. I actually don't think Babylons is as weak to stamp as people say, because you have so many outs really. Like you have the custom catchers to draw you cards. You have the Pokegears, like. So I mean, it is definitely weak to getting stamped to like a 1 or 2, but if you get stamped to 3, it's usually fine.
Right. And usually by the time you're getting stamped to 1, your win con is usually just using Burst GX.
Right,
So
exactly.
It's pretty easy to come
So
by.
you try. That's the really nice thing about this deck is you really shouldn't be getting stamped that low anyways because of the Blown. So.
Right. And then usually, like, if you get stamped, greens will usually get you out of it. You know, you can kind of just.
There's a lot of stuff. Like most of the times, if you haven't used Victini, there aren't a lot of fire, so there is a lot of good top decks just because your deck's pretty thin at that point.
Right.
So yeah.
Good stuff. All right, now game 3, are you going to be choosing to go first or second?
Honestly, I'm just going to go second.
All right.
That seems correct. I mean, maybe I could. Maybe I should try to go first. What do you think? Do you think I should try to go first this game to see how it buffs out? No.
I think second. Okay, you're going to be so sick if you just open Blacephalon
Yeah,
pass.
you're probably right.
Like what? I think if in any deck, like, it ultimately, that turn 1 energy attachment means nothing in that deck.
Right.
Almost nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Whereas, like, the turn 1 greens means everything.
Yeah.
So, I think decks that want to go first are decks that the turn 1 energy attachment means a lot.
Right.
Pikarom, you know, ADP decks.
Or, like, playing a stage 1 in your deck.
Mewtwo decks. Decks where, yes, you need to evolve as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I think, you know, the Frostmoth deck wants to go first so that you can evolve on turn 2.
Which is kind of sad because, like, decks that play Elms and stuff like that, like, I don't think, like, it probably will just be exclusively, like, those control decks that end up playing Elms because, yeah.
All right.
Going first or second both seem bad.
For sure. There we go.
Right.
Man, I mean, I just opened in broken hands with this deck, like left and right. It's just
I started a Blown this time, so that's a good thing.
Every single hand with this deck is absolutely busted. I will say this Morpeko list feels very consistent and really digging it. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Good luck.
As well.
3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll draw. Excellent start here. Now, I do know that I will not be needing that Mew from Unbroken Bonds in this matchup almost at all, I don't think. So, we've got... Oh, no. Say it isn't so.
Oh,
Coco. Why do you never show up to work, my man? Oh, you're a lazy bum. You're a lazy, no good. No good. Did I mention lazy? Oh, my gosh.
I think that was bound to happen in one of these games.
Horrible card. I know, but that Morpeko
What is
deck
it, like a 6% chance?
I don't know.
Something
it's
like that.
The Morpeko deck just is so slow without it, you know? It's just like, oh, my goodness.
Right.
Can I really afford?
I mean, hey, there's Stadium Nav, right?
There is Stadium Nav. We'll go there, and then I am going to Quick Ball again, discarding a reset stamp. I think that feels fine, and we're going to get another Jirachi to play, and then I think I'm just going to start using Stellar Wish.
Yeah. And
I have a skateboard in my hand, so... You know, I'm getting a second Jirachi so that I can Stellar Wish a couple times on the first turn. So it's very good. We're going to go here. Stellar Wish. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got no problem grabbing the switch.
Good for next turn.
Exactly. And then we're just going to retreat and Stellar Wish again to get more cards out of my deck. Try to prepare for turn 2. Also, you know, I have a higher chance of being able to find the Thunder Mountain, though I hate having to waste 2, 3, 4.
Thunder Mountain that early.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Blackhawk, I believe I'm going to play Frostmoth in our next set of games here, so stay tuned.
For sure. I think that, you know, wasting the grabbing custom catcher feels kind of bad. 2 Volkner seems okay to have in my hand, so I'll just grab that, and I'm just going to pass to you.
All right. Draw. Let's see here. I'm going to play a Quick Ball and discard a fire.
Sure.
And since I have the greens, I might just use this Quick Ball to grab the teeny. let's see if I grab the teeny, then I'm gonna grab. No, I think I need to grab a baby clown. Yep, because I need to be greensing for a fiery flint and a welder.
Sure.
So,
I think I've learned from my kind of limited experience with Morpeko so far that when you do prize the Tapu Koko Prism Star, I think even in general, it is stronger to set up multiple Morpeko in the early turns of the game. So just get like 1 energy on one energy on a second, and then start to slowly build up 2. Because when you go all in on one, say if I were to get the Thunder Mountain, go for the turn 2 Morpeko, if you were to gust and knock that out, I pretty much lose the game.
Right.
Because then I am, especially if you counter the Thunder Mountain, if you gust up my Morpeko, counter the Thunder Mountain, I am then 3 energy attachments away from attacking.
Sounds terrible.
Oh, it is terrible. It's horrible. I just can't conceivably.
So you can't really afford to prize either of them. Huh?
Nope.
For the most part.
Yeah, the deck, the discard effect of Electric Wheel is really tough for the deck to play around. But
so right here, I think I'm not going to go for a Blazer since I did not prize any fire energy. So I'm going to go ahead and attach here, and then pass.
Sure. We'll draw. This could be a game, potentially, where I do end up just sacking a lot of dolls early and making you use your custom catchers, and then maybe Oranguruing them back in. I don't know. We're going to Stellar Wish. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got some stuff. How many cards are in your hand?
I have 5.
5 cards in your hand. That seems like a fine amount. I'm going to grab a Professor's Research, which I may end up wanting to use eventually.
Someone's saying we have Sycamore back in format.
I know, and it's so refreshing.
Oh, it is. Drawing 7, like, most of the times you find something that you need.
And I'm going to switch into this Jirachi, and we're going to Stellar Wish again. 3, 4, 5. We'll grab Reset Stamp. And thanks so much, Gaming Guru, for that sub. And appreciate it. Thanks so much for subbing to the channel.
Yeah, it looks like that a lot of people. I definitely love when big new formats come out like this, or new sets, because a lot of people who haven't been playing the TCG, it's like a good time to come back and play. Just because we're getting a whole new set of cards, you know, a new rule even. So this is a great time to start playing if you haven't.
For sure, I agree, 100%. All right, so I'm going to grab Quick Ball and Lightning Energy, and then I'm actually going to go back into the deck. So off of Volkner, we got Quick Ball, Lightning, and I am going to, I believe, I could get rid of the, I already have 1 Reset Stamp down, right? That feels kind of bad, yeah. So I believe I am going to get rid of the Professor's Research there. That's a little bit sketch, but it's fine. And then we are going to just go get ourselves another Morpeko.
Oh, okay. Think you're going to be able to fire off an attack this turn?
Oh, no.
No? Oh.
I'm slow rolling, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So we're just, we're going here. Like I said, I think if I, and then I can retreat into this one and pass.
Okay.
I think if I fully load up 1 more Pico, I put myself in a very high chance of losing the game.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Especially with the Tapu Koko priced. So we're putting ourselves in a situation where we're just slowly building up a couple all at the same time.
So I'm going to Flint, discard Fire in the Eastern. So far, I'm kind of liking this list. I'm not really missing the acrobikes too much. I haven't really played any actually yet in these 3 games, so I'm not sure. I honestly might even think about just cutting the other 2 acrobikes to fit in other stuff.
For sure.
Like another, I cut the Rosa. I might put that back in.
Mm-hmm.
Rosa was a really nice card to have to find your Victini.
Right. Yeah. Brady was playing Rosas yesterday. He only had 2 eggs.
Okay.
But I think high eggs is just.
Correct. I really like high eggs.
I think like 4 eggs.
Because I have 3, and I haven't drawn any cards yet, but we'll see. Hopefully, I get it off this board.
Thank you so much, Matt, for that sub.
I will welder.
Sure.
So if you don't have any way to gust me, I wonder if it's correct just to start building up a benched Blacephalon. I'm definitely gonna welder here, but No, I think taking the knockout here is really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 here.
Right. It just helps expedite your prize trade.
Right.
You know, taking the odd prize doesn't matter because you do have the Blacephalon-GX that can clean up your prize trade at the end of the game.
I'm going to Acrobatic.
Yep.
Fine with that. Ultra Space.
Looks good.
Really great. I'm really happy to see that. Let me just double check. Didn't count the catchers last time I looked.
I'm really hoping that there's one like last prize. Oh, nope. Yeah.
Nope. No. Got them all in here.
Oh, I'm really going to need one of those.
My prizes have been really great. These
custom
3 games,
catchers to be in the prizes. I mean, even just one deep in the prizes really swings this game because just limiting you to one gust effect on Morpekos.
I'm going to attach.
Sure.
And then Fireball Circus.
Sure. Draw for turn. Going to Stellar Wish. And I think we can just grab let's see. What are we looking at here?
I'm not sure, Gaming Guru, if the GX Blounce is better than the Baby Blounce. In theory, I would think the Baby Blounce is better because you have you can really swing the prize trade against all these new V cards and just the tag teams that are already good. But you know, I'm sure you can make the Daddy Blounce work. I call it the Daddy Blounce.
So we're gonna grab the Lily's Polka Doll, and then I think he's asleep, and then I am looking at potentially just building up one more turn. Like I don't really even. I guess I need to start aggressing a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would not leave this Blounce alive if I were you.
With
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Thunder Mountain just feel. I think like my strategy almost is to just let one of these go.
Stamp and me into that hand.
I know that like one of them's gonna go down.
Yeah.
But I kind of like have to let that happen in order to have a chance, I think. So we're going to.
What kind of gust do you play in that deck?
Volkner, custom catchers and a great catcher.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I do have gusting options.
Okay.
We have to get a lightning, and I have to attach. And then how many cards are in your hand?
I have 5 cards.
5. And then I think I am going to go in with another Jirachi. Feels good to maybe get Stadium Nav if it's in the deck.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then
don't flip double tails.
It's all good. And then I think I am just going to stall one more turn.
Oh, okay.
And hope that you just don't. And I guess just a greens in your hand is literally enough to do it.
Right.
Which is so bad, but that's cool. We're going to use that. And go get ourselves another Jirachi. I guess I could get myself a Zapdos and just swing into the Blacephalon. It's like not the worst.
And then if I gust, you still have it available to return knockout.
Right. So I actually think I prefer that. So let's keep this switch.
Okay.
Let's go Quick Ball away. There's like no good options to Quick Ball away, but I think it's probably the Reset Stamp's bad, the Stadium Nav's bad. The Lightning's bad. Oh, the Switch is correct. All right, we're going to get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to get a Zapdos. And that way, if you do gust, yeah, we're still fine in that regard. So I'm going to go there. And that way, I'm like just trying to diversify my energy as much as I possibly can.
Right.
And I'm not going to. We're going to put the doll down too.
Right.
And we're just going to go in and swing for 80.
Okay.
Like force you to do things.
Draw.
And go from there.
Let's see here.
The Tapu Koko Prism Star being prized is just so bad for a deck. You know, especially playing against a deck that plays custom catchers too. It's just like I can't build up anything, you know, so you got greens.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to take out. If I had put 2 energy here, you would have taken it out. If I had gone Thunder Mountain and attacked, you would have taken it out. You know, and you would have probably countered my Thunder Mountain.
Right.
Which there's just like a bunch of really disastrous things that
definitely seems very
go wrong.
So let's grab. Let's see. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need 1 more fire. So I'm going to go ahead and boom, boom. Okay. So I need a custom catcher and a fire crystal, I believe.
And this is why I do really like the Zapdos in the deck. It does, you know, just give you that 1 energy out, whereas like your Morpekos, they're kind of energy hogs. They really require a lot of investment to start attacking with Electric Wheel.
I'm gonna actually grab a custom catcher and an egg, and then I'm going to Flint.
Yep.
Discard a stamp and an Ultra Space. Grab. This is going to mean that I don't attach for turn, which would be actually nice right now. Then I wouldn't have to rely on a welder for next turn.
Sure.
But I like grabbing the egg better because I think there's a good chance I draw a welder. If you do get through or attack my Blound with the egg.
Sure.
All right. And then I will slap an egg here.
Sure.
Custom catcher, Morpeko.
Yep.
And Fireball Circus for 200.
Cool. So that's gone. You have 3 prizes remaining and a promote Jirachi and draw for turn. So the hope here now is that I can Stellar Wish into something good. So let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna Stadium Nav.
Okay. You can't flip double tails this time, can you?
You would think.
Oh,
all
okay,
right, we
good.
got heads tails.
I got it.
So I'm hoping just to counter that with Viridian, really. But my Viridian is also prized. I do not think it is time to go in with my Thunder Mountain Prism Star. Yes, I do not think it is time to go in
right,
with
just
Thunder
swing
Mountain
with the
Prism Star.
Zapdos.
So I think I'm just going to fail Stadium Nav. And we're going to Stellar Wish, hoping to hit a Professor's Research so that I can just refill my hand, because I am done with this hand for sure. How many cards are in your hand right now?
I have 3.
3. Doesn't really matter because you got the egg. So let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, yes, you do hate to see that.
Oh no.
Let's see. Well, you never know. And we're gonna go in with Custom Catcher.
Drawing with Custom Catcher is so broken. I love it.
Too.
I've done that. I did that so much at Dallas. It was crazy.
Yes. Sometimes it will get you out of the pinch that you're in.
Yes.
So let's see. All right. We've got energy onto Morpeko. I'm going to stamp you to 3. You already have 3 in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
My hand was very good.
And we're going to
custom greens and a welder.
Custom catcher for 3. Okay. This is not as bad as it could be. So I do have a Volkner that I can play. And we're going to Volkner for probably, let's see. None of these seem very great grabs right now. Quick Ball, get myself another Jirachi. Actually, don't even have any Quick Balls left in the deck. So I think Switch is fine. And Lightning Energy is fine. Yes. We really are all in on this Morpeko never getting knocked out. That is the name of the game.
I mean, I think it was well, drawing with Lucky Egg helps, but I'd have to welder into my 2 catcher. So
I think I'm actually gonna grab Reset Stamps to switch. At this point, well, now we need a switch. Say you don't knock out the Zapdos,
right?
I'm gonna need a switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're grabbing Switch and Lightning, and then we're gonna take this knockouts and hoping that you don't piece together, the welder double custom catcher play on my final Morpeko. That would surely be game.
Oops, there goes some cards.
Oh yeah, cool. So we've got this as well, and we're just going to retreat and take the knockout.
Sure.
Zapdos. First knockout of the game for me.
I will draw 4. Alright, and then I will promote this guy. Draw for turn.
Sure.
Ultra Space. Blacephalon-GX.
Thank you so much, Fanatic, for that sub.
Fro Fanatic. Well, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Fanatic. Thank you, Fanatic.
Alright, let's see here. I'm going to ride my bike.
Yep. So the Lucky Egg seems so good. I think we could even just start to see decks play more Lysander Labs again.
Yeah.
Because it's very good. Escape boards on Jirachis are very good as well. I think Lysander Labs just could become a real threat again. And you saucing up my Morpeko?
No.
Thank goodness.
No. You were in the clear on that.
Very good. Thank goodness.
And then I will bench that. Attach for turn.
Yep.
Definitely like that. That's being 1 energy ahead with this deck is very nice because you get to manually charge up your Victini, which is exactly what you want to do. I'm always wondering if I should bench the Daddy Blacephalon. I feel like that is incorrect because if you guys to knock it out, there goes my 1 prize.
Right.
I mean, it's 180, which you could easily do with an Electro Power. So I'm actually going to check and see how many Electro Power you've played, if any. You have not played any. All right, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to Fire Crystal.
Sure. Now, this is kind of the state I want you to be in, and this is why we're playing 4 copies of Reset Stamp in our deck.
Right.
Is because this is where we wanted to get to. Okay, so like I've got the Morpeko V built up. You have 2 custom catchers left in the deck. You're about to go down to 2 prizes. And my game plan is going to be to try and wall you off from taking any more prizes for at least the next 4 turns.
Actually, I think I am going to bench it because, like,
so
if
far
you
from
do
winning.
Dust it, like, I'm fine with that, honestly. So,
I think that's correct, yes.
And then I'm going to just Fireball Circus for 150.
Sure. So he goes down, Jirachi up, draw for turn. And let's see what we can do here. I do have the Recycle Energy for my Morpeko. That's cool. And then thinking that we just let it loose with the Professor's Research this turn. I did top deck with Custom Catcher, which was kind of annoying.
Now this is where it'd be great to have an egg, is in these situations.
Yes.
But, you know, you can't have an egg every turn.
No, right. It
can't be that great.
Yeah. We're going to use Professor's Research, ship the hand, and draw 7, 4,
always get
5, 6, 7. I did not find the reset stamp yet. So
oh no,
that's not good.
You Stellar Wish yet?
We have that.
Okay,
that is
you got it.
Yeah, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did not.
Are you kidding me? Oh my
that's
word.
Gonna be.
That's very bad.
Yeah, that is very bad.
That's like probably game.
It probably is game. Yeah, because I'm thinking that you just have greens.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know.
I almost just want to like shuffle my hand to 2 and see if I could have drawn out of it. I think I'm gonna do that. Just to see.
No.
Oh, come on.
No. All right, bro. We're gonna have to go for some alternative path here, because of that insane whiff. Okay, so I'm going to have to. I have 2 down. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but it's fine. We're going to bench Lillie's Pokédoll and Great Catcher up the Blacephalon.
Yep.
And then gotta just go into, I don't know why I'm flipping them upside down. All right, we've got to go into Lillie's Pokédoll, and whew, it's gonna be a pass for me, dog.
Yikes. I do have the switch, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch.
Ah, no.
To this guy.
Yeah.
And then Fire Crystal for 3 fire, and then I do have to Fiery Flint away 2 things that don't matter.
Yeah.
For hold on. It's not in here. Hold on. So I Fiery Flinted those.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to greens for another Fire Crystal. 2 Fire Crystal for more fire. 3 fire. And then, oh, hold on. What am I doing? All right, Jesse, stop. Hold on. What am I doing?
Did you misroute it?
Hold on, I misrouted it. Okay.
What did you need to do?
I'm gonna pull back. So I am gonna greens. I am gonna greens for this, and something else. Hold on. It's fine. Okay, this is why you map out your turns before you just go ham with your deck. Okay, so this is what I needed to do. I needed to promote Victini and attach a fire and greens for double custom catcher. But I didn't do that, so let's just roll with it.
Oh, that's fine.
You want me to just reverse it?
Yeah.
Because like
you missed the win.
I do. For some reason, I thought I had one of my catchers in my hand, so I have enough fires in my hand to yeah. And then
so you're gonna switch into Victini.
Yeah,
instead?
and I'm gonna reverse that greens. My bad, guys. My bad.
It's all good, Jesse. We're gonna have mercy on you.
The fire. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna promote that. All right, good. And then I did play the fire crystal, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Okay. So then I'll greens for 2 custom catchers. And
excellent.
Custom catcher up, Morpeko, attach for turn, and that's 180 right there.
And he's bodied.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why I didn't just promote Victini and do the easier way of winning instead of having to get 4 fires and my double custom catcher, because I definitely was 1 card short of doing that. So yes. Okay.
It's all good. So I think, yeah, Morpeko is definitely in the fun deck category for me. It's fun, but there are going to be a lot of decks out there playing custom catcher, and it is very difficult to get your opponent out of those custom catcher hands. By the time you're reset stamping to 2 or 3, that means that they're really just, a custom catcher, a pair of custom catchers away from winning the game. So it'd be very difficult for that. And there's a lot of decks playing custom catchers. Baby Brown decks playing custom catcher. Pika Rom for sure is playing custom catchers. ADP could play custom catchers.
I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, the card's just really good.
For sure. So the Morpeko deck, definitely fun. And a cool new lightning archetype for sure.
Yeah.
That deck though, seems very stable, very strong.
Yeah, that was like, that game went like perfect, like exactly how I needed it to. I mean, I got my Ultra Space State in play. I got all my Blounds out. The deck was just churning really well. The Lucky Eggs triggering were great. So yeah, it was really great. Like not even being afraid of a reset stamp was like felt very secure that I was probably gonna win this game. So
for sure. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the live Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyGem, where we're going to be doing Sword and Shield tabletop testing leading up to the set release.